First of all, I like this guy. And second, I want to do big fight with him. And he asked me to do the rematch between him and Haney. And we want to see this fight.
Boxing broker Turki Al-Sheikh had a detailed audio session with sports journalist Charlie Parson. His Excellency has just disclosed the Ryan Garcia vs. Devin Haney rematch plans, but His Excellency boasts that this can happen only after this year. Ryan Garcia will have to complete his ban before something like this. Moreover, there is no way he can participate in the Riyadh season while under the PEDs, the prince clarified. But I will tell you my situation. I was the Minister of Sports in my country, and after that, the Minister of Entertainment of my country. I am against the drugs and everything about it. So I said to Ryan Garcia, you must pass the test and clear yourself, and I am waiting for you. Turkey revealed that Ryan was ready to ditch the punishments of the New York State Athletic Commission by fighting outside the states. There is no way Ryan will be entertained before April. His Excellency further explained he is ready even before April because he's suspended only in America. He can fight in Saudi Arabia, but I will not allow it. I will respect this suspension. But if he solves his problems with him, we are ready to do something. However, the prince has zero interest in increasing the fan base of this sport by adding crossover boxers like Jake Paul into Riyadh season. Turkey refused to accept his fights as boxing and admitted that Jake didn't like him. He had some reservations about this kind of boxing career, and he raised these questions on the problem child. I know he doesn't like me now, but I will be clear. I like him as a young generation, and they have a lot of fan base. But I think he must decide what he wants. If he wants to do something in this field and wants to do something with the Riyadh season, he must do it with real fighters. Not long ago, His Excellency shared the clues of Devin's comeback in the Riyadh season. He called out Devin and wrote, "Waiting for you in Riyadh." The Dream took notice of this post and called back, "I would say the comeback, but I never left. See you soon, brother." Just as this bomb dropped, Ryan Garcia also came on site for his share of Riyadh. Instead of dissing Devin, he was directed towards His Excellency with some selection of words. He wrote, "We can set that up in Riyadh if you would like, Mr. Turkey. I will do all you ask, including drug testing every day. So, please, if you can make it happen." Meanwhile, a major controversy is caught by one of these fighters. Normally, it's Ryan's duty, but this time, Devin is under scrutiny for some late-night actions. He was seen brutally launching his punches at a man in an amusement park. The man was severely bruised, and according to the live evidence, he was saying some things about Devin Haney, which normally only Ryan Garcia would say. Ryan reposted this video instantaneously and said, "He couldn't even drop a civilian. Also, you talked about being a great role model. You really jump someone while your whole team jumps one guy sounds pretty diddy to me." Later, Ryan started digging more at this event. He appealed to people to find the man who was attacked by Devin Haney and his homies. Ryan had some very valuable lessons for the miserable person. Ryan Garcia posted, "Find me the victim of the Devin Haney attack. Want to help him out? Show him some moves on how to defeat Haney. So if you guys can find me him, I'll personally show him the left hook." With these above-mentioned posts and their recent interactions with His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, it is evident that both Ryan Garcia and Devin are becoming serious about fighting inside the ring. Their mutual hate and trolling haven't diminished, but it has somewhat lessened by the warmness of His Excellency's oil money. But things can never be too right in boxing, thanks to the 4 different governing bodies. One of them, WBC, has announced that Haney will have to fight against the Spanish pugilist Sandor Martin in order to retain his junior welterweight title. To Devin's further dismay, he has found another man who is not good with the words. Sandor has warned him, saying, "Devin Haney calls himself the Dream, but I am his worst nightmare. I will be the next WBC junior welterweight world champion. Whether he wants to lose his title to me in the ring or run up the scales to welterweight, the choice is his." The 2-division and reigning WBC 140-pound world champion Devin Haney was ordered to face mandatory challenger Sandor Martin. A 30-day negotiation period was assigned to the two parties, and it was decided that the 10% profit of this fight would go to the WBC. The remaining will be divided into 2 parts. 70% and 30% for Devin and Sandor, respectively. Haney, with now a modified record of 31-0, 15 knockouts, is currently rated number 1 at 140 by The Ring. Spain's Martin 42-3 is the number 9 at 140, is co-promoted by Top Rank and OPI Boxing Gym. It has been more than 3 months since Garcia last faced off against longtime rival and WBC super lightweight title holder Devin Haney. Despite the upset win over the champion, Garcia had to bite the dust after he tested positive for ostarine. Subsequently, the decision of his win was overturned in addition to the one-year ban levied on Garcia by the New York State Athletic Commission. Meanwhile, based on emotional distress and massive beating, Haney decided to leave the sport for 1 year. But the latest clips on his social media don't suggest the same. Devin is in full throttle preparation for his next entry in the ring.
Shit.
If we can slightly rewind, we found that Haney was planning to fight Ryan Garcia somewhere other than the ring. Sore by Ryan's beating and public humiliation, Haney had vowed earlier that he would file a lawsuit against Ryan Garcia for using performance-enhancing drugs in their fight.
We not friends. It ain't none of that. Like I said, he gonna pay for it. He gonna pay for what he did in the ring and out the ring, and that. I mean that in many different ways.
Instead of settling this feud in a rematch, Haney was looking at the federal courtrooms. After celebrating enough on the reversal of his defeat, Haney was aiming to put a further dent in Ryan's career by suing him for emotional and financial damage. Haney was making a case on the basis that Ryan failed in 2 PED tests, intentionally came overweight in the fight, and used illegal IVs. Devin Haney clarified his plans by saying, "This whole situation has, cost me money. I've lost money during this whole situation, which at the end of the day is boxing. But like I said, he will pay for everything." The Dream appeared in an episode of Ariel Helwani's MMA fighting on SBN, where he had these mind-boggling conversations about his plans and feud with Ryan. At that point, there was no clue that a rematch was on its way. However, Haney admitted in that discussion that he will pay more attention to these matters in the future. In the end, Ariel asked Haney a weird question. Why did he accept the fight against an overweight and bigger Ryan? Wasn't he intimidated by this? The Dream hesitated for a moment and responded, "No, because I put my trust in Allah. Allah is the perfect planner. So whatever. It is for me. It's for me. It's all on his timing." I don't think like that, but it has been a very unique experience. I mean, I could have done things differently, but once you are going in with a guy who's on PEDs, it doesn't matter. You can do everything in the world, put clauses, but you are not on a playing field. The Saudi influence has enlightened the boxing universe about how fast time changes. An offer from Turkey, Haney has changed his mind. He may not even get to the main event or headliner in Riyadh. If we look at some of his previous claims, Devin was not interested in a rematch with Ryan. Have a look at his recent interview on an ESPN show where he exclaims that getting in the ring again with Ryan is inconceivable. He added,
"Honestly, I'm not too interested in it. During the build-up, we've seen a lot of interesting things from him. We've seen his character. We've seen the guy cheat. I never fought, and a guy has been that much better than me. I never been overmatched like that, and I've been in there with the best fighters in the world. I don't see myself ever, getting back in the ring."
Not only an exorbitant lawsuit, Haney had another thing as well for King Ryan. He proposed a lifetime ban for Ryan Garcia with maximum punishment. On multiple occasions, Devin requested the boxing governing bodies to stop Ryan Garcia from stepping back into the ring for a lifetime. He doesn't want to see a person stepping into the ring with performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Haney concluded, "I don't think a cheater should be in the sport of boxing. If I feel like that, I would be cheating myself, right? If you are caught cheating, I think you should be banned for life. Because at the end of the day, we are going to put our lives on the line each time we step in the ring and we see guys get killed in the ring." Before Turki Al-Sheikh's interest in this rematch, Matchroom CEO Eddie Hearn also thought that the Garcia vs. Haney rematch would never be a done deal. Eddie predicted that he doesn't see this fight happening because of Haney's passive attitude. The promoter added,
"Have you had a chance to speak to him?"
Well, yeah, I said, I think he wants a disqualification. He's taken it extremely personally, to the point where I don't even know if he'd want to fight him again. Like, he's actually said to me, "I could have lost my life in there," And that's why I think it's important to go through this process. He's almost like, "Ed, do you realise what he did to me?" Like, I don't want to know that, but like, he actually wants to do something worse than just put the gloves back on and do 12 rounds. But as the promoter in me would say, well, that lends itself to a massive rematch. It's just a very raw right now. And I hope we can just get some common sense among everyone and just say, rather than this whole, let's do a rap video about why this is a conspiracy theory, let's just actually try and get boxing back on track, and hopefully Ryan can find a reason why this has happened.
Boxing comic showbiz. The adult came up with a notorious analogy about Haney's recent street fight video. He compared the punch Haney threw with the one in his last fight against Ryan Garcia when the latter caught him off guard.
Against Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia knew to just throw his left hook as soon as Devin the American Dream Haney shoots his jab, because he's going to drop his right hand. And when you look at the Haney fair fight, he did the exact same thing against the Carnival God. He just can't help it. It happens subconsciously.
Showbiz has concluded that has zero improvements in his boxing style and defense. There is no way Haney can dodge Ryan's left hooks. He added, "Nothing has changed. You can lift all the weights. You can do all the workout videos. You can do all those things, but that needs to be fixed. And if you don't fix this and a rematch happens between you and Ryan Garcia, you are going to get dropped and probably knocked out." But Ryan is not the same as he was in the fight against Haney. He received a 1-year suspension for testing positive in several drug tests with a banned substance after the fight took place last April 20th in Brooklyn, New York, when Ryan Garcia defeated Haney by a majority decision, in which 3 knockdowns on his opponent were enough to give him the necessary points to win the fight. Ryan was very low in life after his win against Devin Haney was overruled. His activity in social networks does not stop, and he pops back into the limelight after his racist and other derogatory messages. Now he was somewhat off when he side-crashed into the conversation of Turkey and Devin and bluntly asked His Excellency for a chance to be taken as a potential opponent of the Dream. So how do you see this rematch in Riyadh? Is there any chance that it will happen with a verbal ceasefire by both parties? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like and share this video.